and shadows in the darkest maze. Footsteps echo in the empty hall. Mysteries waiting on our call. Bigfoot stomping through the pines. Aliens sending secret signs. EVPs in the dead of night. Ghosts dancing in the pale moonlight. Paranormal for what we bring it to you. Truth behind the veil, gotta pursue you.
All right. Jinx.
Double
Buy me a
Jinx.
Coke.
Pinch, poke, give me a Coke. Slapjack, give me a six pack. No.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
Welcome
it's Thursday.
to another show of Paranormal 411.
You know, last week we was talking about the paranormal, and this week, during that show, someone's like, "Hey, next week can we just talk about UAPs or UFOs?" And we're like, "Sure, why not?
Let's talk about them.
Yeah, let's do it."
Especially with the recent UAP hearing they just had.
That UAP hearing was pretty cool.
It was.
Did you watch it?
I did.
Yeah.
It's like
Hey, overtly overstocked Oscars, how you doing?
Hey,
Arcane Discoveries and Damned Either Way Records. We know who that is. That's Catalyst East Tennessee right there. Overtly overstocked Oscars is the one last week that said, "Hey, let's do this this next week." So I was like, heck yeah, let's do it. But anyway, getting back on track. If you have not watched it, you definitely need to watch it because it was a very interesting. We're going to go over some highlights. And look, we'll do just like we did last week. So you want to throw stuff out and talk about it, and we'll talk about it, and that's cool. We just have a few things that we're going to show, but they actually threw in some video that had never been seen at the time up to that point, which was pretty dang amazing video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
Oh, you didn't get to see it? Oh, yeah, you may want to watch it. Like I said, we're going to hit the highlights. We've got some highlights here, but you want to see it because if I'm not mistaken, it was like 3 hours long. It was very in depth, very long. They actually had George Knapp on.
Yeah,
and so he got to talk from his point of view from all the years that he's, been a journalist and talked about this, as far as people coming to him. One of the main ones that started with him was Area 51. He's one of the people who brought that to the forefront. George Knapp is.
Mm-hmm.
There's also someone that is very big, but tries to stay silent in the UFO world. That's because of him too. You know who that is, don't you?
I do.
Element
15. 115. Yeah.
All because
Bob Lazar.
Yes. Oh, look, Randy Hutchinson already put it on there. Who was above him that said
it? Jeff Damned Either Way Records.
Yeah.
But this hearing, it was basically it was focused on whistleblower protection. But there was a senator, I think it was a senator. What was his name?
Well, Harry Reid started all this stuff, but now, he's not there.
The Republican of Missouri, Eric Burleson, is the one that shared this video.
Yes.
But the hearing was about, the safety of the whistleblowers. Because you have an Air Force veteran, Dylan Borland. He faced retaliation after coming forward with his 2012 experience.
Right. Well, and Lou Elizondo, when there's countless people who have been threatened with a lot of things. And they've even came out and said, look, there's worse things that's happened. There's people who have died because of it, that they've actually killed people.
Yeah. I would say you're right about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if that was not part of this hearing, but the hearing before, they actually talked a little bit about that.
Yeah, they just want George Knapp and all of them want stronger protections for whistleblowers or government people that come forward with this UAP information.
Mm-hmm.
If they disclose classified information, they face retaliation, career damage,
Mm-hmm.
And fear of their own life.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Even George Knapp has stated he's been belittled, and it's almost cost him his career.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, before 2017, when they really started doing these hearings and stuff, before then, anytime a UFO was mentioned in any kind of news thing or anything, they played the music in the background and made it where it was like, oh, these crazy crackheads are sitting here talking about this stuff, and so after 2017, though, after Lou Elizondo and all of that started coming out, and they started having all these hearings and everything, and we really learned about ATIP, and we learned about all these other.
Hey, baby girl.
Hello, how you doing? We started learning about all these things. Then it started hitting mainstream media, right? Mainstream media starts throwing it out there, and it's not put as a, oh, these weird people are talking about this stuff anymore. It's actually talked about in science and possibilities. But before that, they weren't. So then people like George Knapp, that was, a reporter, he was made fun of because of it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Stephen says it's led him to start looking into rakes and wendigos and even some skinwalkers. They are all the same entity. He thinks that they are aliens.
Okay.
Now, rake, yeah, I've seen sort of, I don't know if they were dramatized pictures of them or what, but they look like an alien.
Right. They're kind of a tall, thin, aren't they? Yeah. Gotcha.
So, do you want me to show the video of the missile right now?
Do you want to do that this early?
I don't know. Do you?
What does everybody want to go ahead and just pop it out and just do the missile first, so we could have more to talk about? Because I do want to talk about a little bit about what each of these people talked about during their session, and stuff. But yeah, let's do it.
Well, let's go ahead and do the.
Hey,
the
Michelle,
video.
how you doing? Yeah, so it'll give context to this. Was brought out during this latest hearing. So, and anybody that's into any of this stuff, I'm sure you've already seen it. So just stick with us.
Yeah, it was brought up by Eric Burleson, representative or Republican of Missouri, and he shared this video.
Hey, Christina,
that came from a whistleblower. Hey, Christina, glad you could make it. It showed an incident that happened in October 2024 off the coast of Yemen. So I'm gonna go ahead and show it here.
Well, thank you, Arcane Discoveries, and we're doing pretty good, baby girl.
Okay, let me make this bigger.
I ain't saying it.
That's what she said. Make it bigger.
The 12-year-old boy came out real quick. No.
Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
Before it starts, I'm going to describe. This was taken October 30th, of 2024. This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb or this object off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. That you cannot see that drone, and so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
Boom. You see it? Crazy.
Bam.
This is, I think, the after effect.
This is when it zoomed out.
Yeah.
You can still see it traveling. So, Mr. Knapp, do you have you heard about events like this occurring, and what information might you have?
I have heard of.
All right.
That's insane.
That's crazy video.
Yeah.
I think those 3 little orbs after it hit was part of that missile that maybe got caught up in its gravitational thing and followed it a little bit,
Maybe. Yeah.
because they're gone, and when it zooms out, they're not there.
What's crazy is that the thing's moving. It gets hit by a Hellfire missile. Just kind of does a little and just, I mean, it doesn't even slow it down.
No. Crazy.
That's insane. Oh, he says he has seen this.
Yeah, I figured you had. It was it went pretty viral on the internet.
Yeah, it did. Oh,
Not
overtly.
sure what she saw.
Try it again. Just do it again.
Let me.
So we'll walk through it again.
Let's see here. I'll play it one more time.
So he's going to describe it.
Drone tracking an orb or this object off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. That you cannot see that drone, and so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
Drones. So that right there, they're tracking the UAP.
Yeah, that's the UAP that they're tracking there.
Right
In a second, you'll see something come from left to right, and it will hit that object, but that object doesn't stop moving, and that object is a Hellfire missile.
Boom.
Boom, right there.
And it kind of deflected it.
Yeah.
You see how it deflected it?
Yeah.
And then.
Yes, the thing in the crosshairs.
This is when it zoomed out, so you can still see it traveling.
Yes. Yeah, that's it's amazing. So in the crosshairs,
So
see it going across, and then from left to right, you'll see a Hellfire missile come through, hit it. It just kind of deflects, but the thing still just keeps moving.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's pretty amazing. When I first watched it, and I was sitting there before I went to work, because I wake up like 2 hours before I go to work, and I was sitting there watching it all. I'm sitting there going, "Holy smokes, rewind! Holy smokes, rewind!" Because it was amazing. I mean, it was.
The first thing I seen, it was a post from John Russell. He said, disclosure is today, because I mean, he must have seen it, and he said disclosure. Finally. If you don't know John Russell, he's been on our show before. He's the author of The Paranormal and
Yes.
a great guy.
He's a really good dude.
Yeah, you need to look him up on Amazon. Find his books, John Russell.
Yep.
Steven says what's crazy to him is how we have all this technology to keep up with this thing. But yet our government doesn't know what these things could be.
They refuse to entertain the idea that they are, well, how's this? I won't even go there, because at the beginning we was talking about 2017 and how all this started with Lou Elizondo and all that stuff. Lou Elizondo was asked multiple times about these UAPs / UFOs, right? And where they came from, and the biological entities that were in some crash retrievals that were found, right? And they said, it was asked to him multiple times, are these ETs? Do they come from space? Are they, Martians, to give a better term? And he said, maybe not. He said they may be interdimensional. He says, we don't know for sure, so we're not going to say that they are. So when you ask these people, are these things from outer space, they're going to say no, because in his own words, and he was, over A-tip, in his own words, he says that these things may be interdimensional. They may be living in our oceans, and that's why we see them so much coming in and out of our oceans.
Yeah.
He said they may be living in our oceans, and they're just a breakaway civilization. They've lived there probably longer than humans have even been here. We don't know. That's what he says. We do not know.
Yeah, I like what Randy said here. He finds it amazing that the missile didn't even detonate.
Yeah.
It looked, and overly overstoked oysters.
It did. It just bounced off. You're absolutely right. It did. It just bounced off. And I'll guarantee you that you could probably look it up online. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. I'll look it up.
While you look it up, I'm going to make a couple of points here. This is 2 or 3 weeks after this video has come out and after the hearing. There was a post made on Twitter by somebody. I don't know exactly who it was, but it says, wink if you think the reptilians are working with our government. And guess who winked?
Who winked?
Tim Burchett.
Yeah.
He said, wink, wink. And another politician also did, but I can't remember his name. But he winked. Funny. So I think we're really close to getting disclosure.
Yes.
It just needs to happen quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to. It's just crazy. They need to just go ahead.
Reverse tech is the only way. Yep. So a Hellfire missile cost about $160,000 a missile.
Wow.
$160,000 was fired at an object, and it just went beep, bounced off.
That disturbs me. I mean, why are we even shooting at it if it's not, aggressive?
Thank you, Stephen.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll tell you what's funny is that, so this is a drone filming a UAP getting shot at by another drone.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 2 drones, and one drone shoots at the UAP and the thing just bounces off. I would like to be whoever it was that gave the order to go ahead and hit the button to fire. I would like to be that person to see their expression when the thing just went ping. They were like, oh no.
It's Independence Day.
That's exactly.
You're going to have to go right up its, to get this thing.
It's what does Randy say? It's probably a no-fly zone. We were attacking Yemen.
Yeah. Probably. We was doing some heavy recon and,
Yeah.
and something came in our airspace.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it told them to just cut it out. That's what it said. It said, stop it.
Yeah. Next time, drone operator, send it right up the shaft.
You better get underneath it and fire straight up. No. No, you got to give it a cold first.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Virus.
Got to give it a computer virus, right?
Well, we do have airplanes that
Yes, we do.
can do that.
Yes, we do.
The what was you saying?
22 F-34.
Yeah, they can put a virus in the opposing craft's system before they even get to them.
Yeah. So put context to how I learned that. I don't even know if it's out, and it may be. I don't know. But I was back when I was still a truck driver. I was picking up some vehicles to take somewhere else, and it was a old farmer guy, and he's like, "Yeah, my son flies. I don't remember F-22s, F-34s, or whatever it was." He goes, "You want me to tell you something cool about those planes?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'd like to hear something cool, because I've always thought they were awesome planes anyway, besides the stealth capabilities and all that other stuff of these things." He said, "My son told me that miles before those planes intercept any other planes, they can already see that other plane. The computer system on that plane will hack the computer system on the other plane, and they can take full control of that system. They can put fake things on its radar. They can crash the plane. They can do anything they want to it once they take control of it. And those planes can do it." That I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's got to be there's no way we can go from a single engine airplane to a jet in 10, 15, 20 years, then to an airplane the next 30 or 40 years that can do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's got to be reverse
engineering, or we've got something with them
with the reptilians like Burchett and them think. Yeah.
Yeah. Says, talk to your truckers. They're like the old timers. They've been around in many places. They've all sorts of sightings and knowledge. Yeah. I'll tell you, it's kind of funny though, because that was something that hit me out of the blue. This guy had a huge farm. I forgot where it was, where I was picking this stuff up at, but I mean, he had he was like, "Yeah, I only farmed 200 acres this year, and I leased the rest of it out." And
oh, is that all?
Yeah, that's it. But he was talking about his son and asked me if I wanted to. Hey, do you know this about that? And I was like, "No, I sure don't." I thought it was pretty neat though, for sure. Tell them Large Marge sent you. Then you got to go. Oh, that's hilarious.
Reverse tech, soft disclosure. That's what Arcane Discovery Stevens hollering. Could be.
I really think that since 2017, they have been trying to roll this out and do a, soft rollout. But I really think that on the other end of this stuff, and damned either way, records will agree with me, I'm sure, on this one. But our movie industry is full of people that were in the government and stuff like that. And I think when you get these movies like Independence Day and stuff like that, that is also for desensitizing us to these things that are very good possibilities of being out there.
Yeah.
That they probably do know exist.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So this video, the witnesses suggest that the video appears to show the missile striking the object and bouncing off, or it was redirected.
Right.
It didn't destroy the UAP, and that's why the government is raising, or people are raising questions about its composition. and technology. So its composition is what's interesting to me.
Yes.
All these orbs that we see are luminous. They have a self-illuminating, like how would you call it? You can't see the actual ship.
Right.
It's just a bright orb.
Yes.
It's weird.
Yep.
So
I think you're right, Damned
Yep.
Either Way Records. Yes. I think that is a very good possibility that the zombie shows and all that kind of stuff is trying to get you ready for an invasion.
mhm.
Yeah.
Arcane Discovery says Bob Lazar has even talked about it. Some people put him in the same space as Todd Standing. Yeah, they do. But I think Bob Lazar, he never wanted to be famous over this stuff.
But over the years now, he has started getting his comebacks because things have stared coming to the light
Yeah,
that he talked about.
everything that he said has came to light.
Element 151,
Element 115.
yeah, 115. And then you have what else is it? The hand thing that he talked about going into S4 where it measured your bones and all that stuff. And everybody said, nope, that's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
They came out and found it.
Yeah.
And then people that worked there with him have come out over the years and said, yeah, he worked there. So, and I think you're right, Randy. It very well could be a force field. I mean, that would explain why the freaking missile bounced off of it.
Could be like Star Trek. Raise the shields.
Yep. Well, I think what we have, the munitions we have would be nothing to someone with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think
I'm not sure about that. Arcane Discoveries about the ship recovered with the pyramids.
was it the gold? They had pyramid ships.
Yeah.
So there was a couple of other firsthand witnesses that testified. The U.S. Navy Senior Chief Petty Officer Alexandra Wiggins, he's active duty, testified in a personal capacity about an incident that happened in 2023 when he was aboard the USS Jackson. Now, he described observing and recording a self-luminous tic-tac shaped object that came out of the ocean, linked up with 3 similar objects, and then disappeared simultaneously with a high synchronized, near instantaneous acceleration.
Yeah.
Wow. No sonic booms.
Yeah. Well, the new, not the F-34, but the F-40 something or whatever it is. I think the new plane that they've got coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Supersonic, no sonic booms.
Crazy.
Yeah.
How do they get away with that? It's something on that end piece of that engine.
Yeah, that, and it's got to be the metamaterials.
Yeah.
That the craft is made out of too. There's also a Jeffrey Nusatelli. He was a U.S. Air Force veteran. He testified that multiple incidents between 2003 and 2005 near Vandenberg Air Force Base during high-stakes space launches, he described massive objects that appeared like flying buildings. Could you imagine this? Flying buildings.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which pulsed and moved strangely. Despite being reported up the chain of command, there was no guidance or information that ever came back down. Building-sized things up in the air by where space launches were happening.
Yeah, and you've got all these other reports of football field size things that could be a building size or bigger. Overhead, that's crazy. No noise.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
All these reportings and people still don't believe. Steven says, has anyone talked about the green light during the day flash through the sky about 2 weeks back during the daylight? Don't know if it's related to the topic, but I seen it the other day in Blunt. I didn't.
No, I haven't
see
heard
that.
nothing about it. I have not. Randy says probably something similar to warp like Star Trek.
Yeah.
I would say when they do that near instantaneous move from one place to another, it is
Yeah.
a warp engine because they're warping space and time in front of them to pull them along, and therefore there is no sonic boom.
I can almost guarantee there's a little alien in there going, I've given all she called, Captain.
I'm giving all the dilithium chamber is empty. Yeah, you're talking about 3i Atlas, I think. And they have now spotted that it has 9 objects around it moving at the exact same speed
And
giving off their own light.
right. And I seen where it was past the speed of light.
Yeah.
So it's moving faster than the speed of
Well,
light.
and it has made course corrections, which is interesting.
And it's headed to Mars.
Yeah, it's
is what
headed
I've heard.
straight towards Mars right now.
Wow.
It was supposed to miss Mars, but it has made course corrections to head to Mars.
I can't wait. I hope I'm living when this thing comes into view.
What? 3i Atlas?
Yeah.
It's like November when it's supposed to be just on the other side of the sun from us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's going to be in mere months.
A lot of NASA people and other related scientists have said it is a UFO. Yeah.
Avi Loeb is one of them who says that this interstellar object is not acting like a normal body, space body, being whatever, and that it is very possibly a UFO.
Well, when the last one came through, was it Harvard?
We did a show on Project Bluebeam, and
Yeah.
it is very possible.
That's where the
Where they send that stuff up,
Yeah.
they put the stuff up to make you believe that we're having.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Harvard said it was an alien craft the last time something like this came through. Some Harvard professor.
That's interesting.
Could be. I hope it is. So there was a lot of criticism of government transparency, and lawmakers and witnesses criticized the Department of Defense and the DOD and the intelligence community for a persistent lack of cooperation and transparency. So the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, the Pentagon's UAP office, it was criticized by some witnesses for allegedly misrepresenting or dismissing evidence and not providing a confidential channel for reporting.
Right.
So
Randy says, wonder if it's friendly or if we're going to have Independence Day or if it's going to be like Fallen Skies. That was a pretty good series.
Fallen Skies. I need to watch
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good movie or TV series.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
That's something I want to watch.
Hey folks, I'm not trying to squeeze it at the end of the show. Please don't forget to like. Oh, thank you very much, baby girl.
Thanks, baby girl.
So Dylan Borderland was there also. Another U.S. Air Force veteran. He described a 2012 incident at Langley Air Force Base where he witnessed a massive silent equilateral triangle. Now, it was approximately 30 meters long and it was taking off. He says that the object had a fluid-like material and was surrounded by a golden plasma light. He reported physical effects such as his phone overheating and failing. He had a sensation of static electricity, a smell of after a thunderstorm.
Mm-hmm.
And he stated that after coming forward, he faced over a decade of reprisals, including workplace harassment and obstruction of his career.
Mhm.
And that's fact. That happens. Oh, Randy says he's got the series. You can borrow it.
Cool. Yeah. I probably will. I need to come down there and see you someday. He just lives
down the
about
hill.
less than a football field away.
If you could walk down a hill and you get to his backyard.
So when you say 30 meters, that's about 300 feet.
Yeah.
That's a football field.
Mhm.
Wow.
Equilateral. So that's 300 by 300. By,
Yeah.
I mean,
Square.
equilateral triangle. That's a big triangle.
So you got another one there. Go
I
ahead
do.
with it.
Another person, Alexandro Wiggins. He was an active duty U.S. Navy senior chief. Is this one you already talked about? No?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
This is the one that you talked
USS
about.
Jackson.
Yeah. Let's see here. See if I got another one. But now he did say that like you said, the instantaneous acceleration, no sonic boom. It had no conventional propulsion signatures. And he emphasized that the objects that were detected on multiple sensors as an active duty member, he stressed the need for clear, destigmatized reporting channels, like you said,
Mhm.
need to take the stigma out of it all. And that's hard to do.
So all in all, this latest hearing, it brought some new evidence, and also, they talked about the safety of the whistleblowers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, it's good that they're doing this, but I think they need to take the evidence more seriously.
They do. One of the problems that they have with this is that they're still getting obstructed
Mhm.
when they're trying to find the truth, and they're going to these agencies. These agencies are saying, "Nah, see you. I don't have to talk to you." The problem is that there needs to be reprisals. These people that we have elected needs to stop funding these people who aren't telling us and aren't being open.
George Knapp brought up that. George Knapp brought up that all this material from UAPs, it's been moved out of government into private contractors.
Well, that way they don't have to, when you file a FOIA request, they don't have to do anything with FOIA requests.
Yeah, if it goes into a private contractor, it shields it from anything.
Yep.
Anything congressional.
Yep.
Like an oversight hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So public disclosure.
Well, they need to start holding those people, and we all know who those people are.
Yeah.
Skunk Works and all of those. We need to start holding those people accountable and saying, if you aren't going to open it up, then we need our back.
Yeah.
Give us it back. Yeah. Overtly overstoked Oscars. I'm the same way. I don't understand the secrecy. To some point, I understand what they're trying to say. They're trying to say, well, if we aren't secret, then the other people may be able to take what we've done and backward engineer it and have our same technology.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason's got another one to show you.
So let's switch. We're going to switch gears. This is not congressional hearings or UAP hearings or anything like that. This is an incident that happened in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So it refers to an event that occurred in the early morning of May the 1st, 2023 in the backyard of a Go ahead. We're good. I'll read this and
We'll be right back.
And you can
I
you
gotta
can
go.
be excused for a second.
I'll be right back.
So this event, Las Vegas, it refers to what occurred in the early morning hours of May the 1st, 2023 in the backyard in the Northwest Valley of Las Vegas, Nevada. So it gained widespread attention due to the release of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department's 911 call and the officer's body camera footage. David had to go potty, so he'll be right back. So the incident, it was a streaking light in the sky shortly before midnight on April 30th. A bright glowing green light was seen streaking across the sky over Nevada and other western states like California, Arizona, and Utah. Now, this event was captured on one of the LVMPD officers' body cameras and was reported to the American Meteor Society by at least 21 people. Experts generally identified this as a meteoroid. But shortly after that happened, there was a 911 call to, it was about 40 minutes after the thing came down. A resident, later identified as Angel Kenmore, called 911, and the caller claimed that something had crashed in his backyard.
Hey, Paranormal Observatory. How you doing?
Man, how you doing? That's Mr. Ledbetter.
Yes.
So the 911 call was he claimed that something had crashed into his backyard and that there were big creatures nearby. So
I remember when it happened because I was like, what?
yeah, it's a little different than the mall incident in Miami.
Yes, the mall incident was really weird.
Yeah, it was fake.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Gotta be.
But this is something different. I mean, this is just weird. They described like an 8-foot people, but I don't know.
They almost look like shadow.
Yes.
I mean, they look like shadows.
They had some kind of cloaking device.
Yeah. And so if you think of like the Predator, something like that, it was pretty neat. But these people really believed what they saw. I mean,
they kept emphasizing.
They called the police.
Yeah, they kept emphasizing this is not a joke. We're terrified. This thing is not human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oscars. That's right.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to play the video and you can see what all happened. And we'll go through it a couple of times you can see something in this video.
Yeah.
Let me see. Here we go.
So I took a look at what I'm calling the Vegas Backyard Aliens video that Angel posted. Here's first the video, just regular speed. Lochero, I think she's saying, she's telling them to close the gate. Anyway, let's slow it down. And I want you to look at the lower right in the fence. You can see some motion there. And at first, I thought it was shadows. But as you look closer, you can actually see there are 3 points. There's sort of a triangle. And there's actually something, you can see it's breaching the fence. It's like a hand. You can see 3 points there moving up. This motion is happening as these guys are backpedaling. So you would first naturally think that this was related to that. But the more you watch it and the closer you look at it, as we zoom in, you can see that there's something physical. It's not shadows. It's not light. There is something physical there, like hands or feet or whatever. Here's the second part. This one is a little less clear, but look out beyond the section I highlight here. You can see a sort of a shadow get smaller, like it's getting behind that forklift, and then a light turning on, or an eye, or whatever it is. And what's interesting about this is it's not as if the light is being revealed by the camera moving, because the camera is moving straight down, right? The camera stays on the same plane, but the light suddenly, boom. This video is really fascinating to me, primarily because the people in it aren't necessarily seeing what we see when we watch it back.
So that was a video from that was from Devin O'Rourke. So he analyzed that video, and it's pretty good analyzation. You can see something moving in the fence.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you guys think about that? Now they swore up and down that something
Steven says
there.
he hasn't seen these before.
Really?
Yep. Overtly overstocked Oscar says the way the people act seems real. It does. You could hear in the way that their voice is and stuff, and the inflection and the way that, you know, they're talking is like they are scared.
Mm-hmm.
If not, then they're very good actors.
Well, you know, 2 officers were dispatched to the home when this call came in.
Yeah. Do we have that one?
I do not.
That one was pretty interesting because the officers also saw something, and they said, we are not going to speak of this.
Yeah, right.
They said, we are not going to speak of this.
So the audio that David's talking about, the audio reveals the responding officers were really nervous, with one saying, I have butterflies. Bro saw a shooting star, and now these people say they're aliens in their backyard. So they were uneasy.
Yeah.
They had an uneasy feeling, which, you know. So the officer interviewed the family, who were described as sober and credible. The family described seeing a tall, skinny alien creature, green in color, greenish, hiding behind a forklift in their backyard. The primary witness, Angel Kenmore, stated that I can hear its loud, deep breathing, and its stomach kept moving. So the police searched the backyard and found no immediate evidence of a crashed craft or non-human entities. One officer joked as they left, hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us. Deal with it yourself. That's what he told them.
Hello, Faces in the Stone.
Hey, Faces in the Stone. Glad you could join us.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, David? Do you think they're credible?
From all the
After
videos from all the videos I've seen, because there's a few different videos, and then from listening to, like you was talking about, the officers and their reactions to it and everything, and there were a bunch of people did see the green, you know, whatever you want to call it. They say it's a UFO, but whatever it was, come through or come down. So it's hard for me to say that, you know, that it's real because I wasn't there. But from looking at the way that those people acted, from the way that they told the story, and they even called 911.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you get caught messing around with 911, you could go to jail. You know what I mean? That's not a thing to play with. They called 911, had officers come down and told them what happened.
Yeah. So
they 100% had to believe that something definitely happened.
Yeah, you could tell that the lady wanted them to close the door.
Yeah.
There was also a crime scene analyst that went over this. He's a veteran crime scene reconstruction analyst. So his use of motion tracking software And forensic principles proved that the witness's video was authentic and not edited.
We was watching that one before.
Yeah, he said
the show.
that
Yeah.
his analysis revealed two beings were in the backyard, possibly using some sort of cloaking device, which you can see above the fence if you look real close.
Yeah.
A blurred out shadowy thing, like its head, because they were supposed to be 8 foot tall. That fence was probably 6 foot.
Randy says they're probing to see our reaction. It's very possible. Overtly overstocked Oscar says they're interesting. They don't need a spacesuit to walk around. You know what's funny about that though is if you remember,
Alien Autopsy.
the movie Independence Day.
They had a suit on.
That was a suit.
Mhm.
It was just a biological suit.
There
So
was this little bitty alien in there, and he was controlling it.
but you know, it may be something like that where it looks all like it's a physical form and stuff, but they may have the ability to have biological suits.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people describe the craft themselves as possibly being biological.
Yeah. I
So-
see that because, I mean, I think anything that's above our technology is biological. I think
Mhm.
all these spacecraft interact with the people operating them.
Yep. Well, I mean, Bob Lazar said that they did.
Yeah. You know, George Knapp even interviewed the family. He didn't detect any sign of a hoax, which I could be wrong, but George Knapp is pro UFO. I mean,
Oh,
we
yeah.
all know this,
Oh yeah.
but he said there
Absolutely.
was no hoax. The question still remains, what exactly did the family see, and why was a missile or object seen in the sky nearby? So I have to give that video credibility.
I think there's some credibility to it. I really do, because of the fact that, you know, again, you see the object in the sky, then you have these people freaking out because something's in their backyard. They call the law, call 911, call the law.
Right?
I really do think that there's something to it. And then, you know, on top of all this, you have the countless number of people who said that they've been abducted and all the abduction stuff that we've talked about on this show. Guests we've had on that have been abducted and stuff like that. And this could have been just them catching something before they got abducted, before they went to sleep at night. Maybe they was going to get abducted.
It could have been, but in all the signs point to a crash. The meteorite crashed. So I don't know. It could have been an abduction.
Well, I mean,
Baby girl. So she has a question. When has all these things been seen? 2023.
Yeah.
Mostly. What we've talked about tonight.
Well, but the starting of the government getting into it and talking about it has been 2017.
Yeah.
So they've slowly started peeling the layers of the onion back piece by piece, but yet still not getting into the heart of it. You know what I mean? It's like, if we throw them some breadcrumbs out,
yeah, they're just
maybe they'll just leave us alone.
They're littering the trail with breadcrumbs.
Lots of crashes. Their insurance must be high. So, you know, a lot of people always bring up the fact of, man, these people are, you know, traveling interstellar and all this stuff. Why are they crashing? But someone that was in I don't remember. That was in the military somewhere. I don't remember if it was, for some reason, I want to say it was the Air Force. But they say that there is, no matter how far we go in our technology, just in our aircraft alone, there's a percentage that we still have crashes, even in our military aircraft. Things happen, there's just stuff happens. And so they're saying, why would they not be any different? I mean, when it comes to mechanical devices, we all have had mechanical devices fell on us, and it's usually when we need it the most.
Mm-hmm.
So, I could definitely see it happening. This is the problem I have. If the numbers are right, and it's just a small fraction that it happens, how often are we visited? You see what I'm saying?
Some
if
of
it's
these
1%.
I think there are multiple entities that visit us.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these entities, their craft may not work in our atmosphere. I mean, it's totally different atmosphere, probably maybe than their planet or wherever they're from.
Yeah. You would think that they would know that before they tried to enter it.
The smart ones would.
Right.
But the ones that's just exploring and starting out, it could be something.
Well, I mean,
it could be anything.
But it could be anything. It could be something that they didn't know, and then when they started to enter our atmosphere and everything started heating up.
You can hear them going, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Hit that.
Well, it's all in their head, right? So
Yeah.
they're going. I don't know. To me, this subject is really interesting because, look, I've loved Star Trek my whole life. I would love nothing more than
See, Randy agrees with me.
The Prime Directive, the movie Signs. Is that the one?
The fourth kind, gravitational pull is different per planet.
Right. It would be different.
Yeah.
But if you look, though, most of these vehicles, it doesn't matter if it's in space, our atmosphere, or the water. None of it seems to bother them.
Right.
But again, if you have one little thing wrong with your ship and you come into our atmosphere, I mean, look what happened to space shuttles that have just one small little thing.
Little O-ring.
Yep. Something crazy. So you have
even the piece of the shield from the Challenger.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? No, that was the O-ring.
O-ring.
The Challenger.
Yep, that's what caused it.
But
to
the
explode.
other one that blew up on re-entry.
Yep, was that shielding?
Shield.
Yep. So all you need is just something small, nothing major, even, just to cause it to happen. And then that would go right back to what we was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing, them flying along going, going to go visit these crazy people that like blowing each other up and stuff.
That's like Marvin Martian visiting Yosemite Sam.
That's right.
That's a good cartoon.
I always liked it when he was
didn't put the gas cap on.
That's it. That wascally wabbit.
Ain't got no gas. All right, peoples. We appreciate you listening to the show, watching.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. We really appreciate it.
We do.
Thank you. And man, tonight was a good night.
Yeah, it was
this
a
was a good show.
Thank you, everybody, for sharing, liking, everything. It was great.
Overtly overstoked Oscars. Thank you for suggesting us talk about this topic. Thank you, Faces in the Stone. Does anybody have a topic suggestion for next Thursday?
So
I like this. Steven
says, on a side note, not trying to change the subject, we need to get with a friend of ours that has been told about some, I think, recent Bigfoot encounters. Also, the lights guy has ghosted me. Oh, really?
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay.
We hope he is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Hey, Dia, how are you doing?
I wanted to mention that on October the 11th, we're going to be at the Knox County Library at Cedar Bluff at 2:30 p.m. for a talk on the paranormal.
Yes, we'll be doing another talk on the paranormal.
If anybody wants to join us, you can come up. The event's free. You can sit and listen to us go on about this crazy stuff. And also on October 23rd, we're going to be at the O'Connor Senior Center to do a talk for them about their seniors.
Well, it's going to be the talk is for UT.
Yeah.
That's part of UT.
UT supports this seniors class.
Yeah, it's a class that they're doing.
Yep. We're going to be at the O'Connor Senior Center in Knoxville at 2 p.m. on October 23rd to talk about paranormal again.
Yes, we got two in October.
Then you don't want to miss this event. It's always fun. October 25th here in downtown Loudon.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little festival called Misfits and Mayhem at 2 p.m. We're going to be there with books, shirts. You need to come out and see us and tell us your stories.
We got 2 new books out.
We do.
So definitely come and say hi.
That's right.
So, like Jason said, we're going to be having 2 speaking engagements in October. So it's going to be fun. Arcane Discovery says, if you have candy, I will be there.
Michelle will probably have some candy to give out.
She did last year.
Yeah.
Yep. My wife had a big bucket of candy and was giving it out. So that's a fact.
Yeah.
If I'm
come
allowed to go
us.
out, I'll be there. Randy says.
Randy, I'll come and get you, son. You
Yeah.
just
I
live
mean,
right down the
when
road.
he leaves his house, if he can't pick you up, then there's something wrong with him.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for subscribing and everything. And started this. Remember, you can find us at paranormal411.org, Paranormal 411 on Facebook, YouTube, X, Rumble. Remember, you can tune in live every Thursdays from 7 to 8 p.m. and also Saturdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Remember, Saturdays at 10 p.m. to 11. If you're in the Metro Atlanta area, you can catch us at WEJY-FM. That's 99.1 FM. For listeners outside of Atlanta, all you have to do is go to WEJYFM.com or click the link on our website. We're also on Subspace Radio and all major podcast platforms. Now, we have a few videos out. One, East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore 2. But the next one is a comprehensive guide to paranormal investigations and the Haunted Ledger. They're all available on Amazon or on our website at paranormal411.org. Join us. Join us,
everybody.
Yes.
And I guess we will see you all Saturday. We haven't a guest, but we will have a show.
Yes. No guest, but we will do something.
Thank you.
Good night.
Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows? What secrets the night hides? What strange phenomena might be happening just beyond your perception? Join us as we journey into the world of the paranormal, exploring everything from ghosts and UFOs to cryptids and unexplained occurrences. From haunted houses to all things paranormal, join us in the search for the truth behind the veil. Welcome to Paranormal 411.